So, August, I do apologize. I was actually getting ready to make a video of chapter 7 about a honky heifer that has to do with white history. And I had done lives on the Caucasian Lie. But I'm going to go ahead and make the video. You guys can save this one for your honky records, okay? So, most of you guys like to say you're Caucasian. You're not. You're 100% honky. Okay. But that confusion comes from your racist scholars. And so Blumenbach, I like to call him Bloomers or Joanne, he basically told y'all huggies, just choose. You pick. You figure it out. Some people had 12 races, 9, 7, 2. And we'll talk about this honky right here. That's the grandfather of the Schnauzis. Okay? So the reason why I think y'all honkies are confused is because of this. This is how they divided your ethnicity and labeled it. You guys did this to each other. You guys fucked each other up with all the confusions and divisions. Okay? I don't understand why you guys just didn't unite and come together. All those divisions. That's not healthy, honkies. Okay? So we're talking about this area over here. Okay, and these are his designations, and these are the Kalmyks, which are from that area as well. If I asked you what language the Caucasians speak, would you be able to answer that, August? I bet you wouldn't. I bet you wouldn't even be able to answer any of this shit, would you? You speak Tailish? And where do they speak that language, honkies? Huh? A real Caucasian would know that. See, your wars over there, the Caucasian wars, what you guys were trying to do was ethnically cleanse the people that were over there already. That's what y'all hoggers do. See, you guys wanted control of the Caucasus. So it was 4, but then he add the Malayan people. And these scholars come from influential families that are not the waste of society, you know, the poor honkies. And because everyone thought he was so fucking smart, he became the authority on race, and he was the one that actually put in the color in the hierarchy. He influenced the color of that. Because before you guys were dividing up races, you were dividing up each other by geography. And this honky used a skull and placed on top white. So the poison, those intellectual blocks of white obedience, a lot of it comes from this university. A lot of these honkies, these scholars went to this school. And people sought him out, including influential people and princes and all them. And those people had influence and power, and he taught them. And these contexts just basically got him, his royal garden of skulls. This honkiversity has produced 45 Nobel Prize laureates. And I don't think they know shit. If they're spreading all these fucking lies over there. So all this honky shit spread through this shit. And these are the skulls of an African, female, Georgian, and an Asian. Notice he put female on that, and these two, it was just African and Asian. And he's talking about how dark-colored people live in hot places and light-colored people live in cold places. A fact noted in antiquity, but subsequently acknowledged only intermittently in the scholarly literature. He reminds readers that all individual human bodies contain lighter and darker places. The private parts, for instance, of light-colored people are dark. And then right here, he's saying poor people who work outside become darker, European skin becomes lighter in winter. Quote, our own experience teaches us every year when in spring, very elegant and delicate women, you see how he put that in, show a most brilliant whiteness of skin contracted by the indoor life of winter. End quote. If those women are careless and go into the summer sun and air, they lose, quote, the vernal beauty before the arrival of the next autumn and become sensibly browner, end quote. So this honky romanticized skulls, okay? Really sick shit. And what's important about propagation is repeat. So he repeated beautiful on one page, describing a Georgian skull multiple times. So that gets into somebody's head. So and here's kind of the how they divided up in that area, how they divided the people up in the area. They're pretty much the same people, though. And the other thing that influences honkies are pictures. They love pictures. Imagery. So this isn't in the book, but this is just an example of how easily your smooth brains can be molded. And he's actually a pretty popular racist. And this is just more examples of how white obedience spread through imagery. And here we see the white man in the middle. So the other side note is the Royal Society is a place where they exchange their ideologies and talk about their feelings and benefit humanity. So that's really ironic that these group of racists are there to benefit humanity. And guess who's a member? That honka. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and end it on this one and then make a part 2 to the Caucasian Lie. Okay.